Hi guys, it's KJM and this is part 2 of my review of The Holiday Sitter that premiered last night at 8 p.m. on the Hallmark channel for Countdown to Christmas, starring Jonathan Bennett and George Crissa. So now Sam, Jonathan's character, arrives and he realizes that Jason, played by George, is very good with children, so he decides to hire him as an uncle consultant for the couple of days that he needs to be watching his niece and nephews. Since Jason knows how to cook and all that other stuff, he's really good with children, you know. In the midst, we find out that Jason is planning within a year or so to adopt a child by himself since he hasn't found a partner. At the same time, there's a whole nother adoption storyline, which is Sam's sister and brother-in-law adopting a baby girl that is being born right around Christmas. Megan and I loved that there were two storylines going on at the same time, and sometimes that doesn't work for Hallmark, but it worked for this because we got an adoption story as well as we got to see, you know, what it's like when you want a family, even as a gay person, and society for the most part has been telling you no your whole life. So you don't know to tell yourself yes, which was the important conversation that Sam had with his sister when he got back about why he never thought about marriage and children. He let his sister know that it's natural for her entire life. Society tells her she should want marriage and children. But for him, he's always been told no since he's gay, you know, his entire life. I love that both Sam and Jason came from supportive families. I could not stop cracking up about how religious, you know, as a Catholic, how religious Jason's family was. And every time they mention his dead great aunt Mimi, I was dying. And the fact that Sam was trying to copy what they were doing every time they mentioned great aunt Mimi, the comedic timing was just beautiful. The music was selected very well. There was even some good gospel music throughout it. I think what Crown Media is trying to show us is you can be gay and have faith. I don't know why people separate that. Most of us fornicate and, you know, or have fornicated in our lives and still are able to keep our faith. I think Hallmark hit the nail on the dot with this. I love the gentle touches, the looks, the caresses. Like I said, it reminded me of a Maple Valley Christmas. The directors are actually paying attention to these glances. You can feel these two men not only being attracted to each other, but falling for each other. And yet you get a sense of family from both of them as they try to maneuver their way into these new feelings and trying to figure out if they really belong together. Once again, I give this movie a 10 out of 10, and I think I'm gonna do a part 3 on this, so stay tuned because there's a lot to be said for this movie.